I'm only laughing, Scorpio, because TikTok and me, we're having fun over there. It's a good time. You should come and hang out with us. What's up, Scorpio? How's it going? It's me, Archer, and it is time to do your energy check-in for you and everyone's on your mind. Pulling on the, oh my gosh, that was a rough one too. Hold on, intro on hold. You guys know the intro. You know the drill for like every tarot reading and every tarot channel in the world anyways. You need a spinny hug. Page of Swords. How did you know, Archer? Shh, it's my job. I know. Come here. I got a Scorpio Lilith. I'm going to give you a spinny hug now, okay? I'm going to grip you up. I'm giving you the big bro spinny hug first. So it's going to be like, hey, it's going to be okay. And then your guard's going to be let down. And then I'm going to pick you up, spin you around. You're going to be surprised and shocked and start giggling. Your hair's going to look as bad as mine does right now, right? I'm getting there. Party in the back. It's cool. But you're going to start giggling. You'll have a good time. So come on back if you ever need another spinny hug, and I got you covered, all right? So God, tap me into Scorpio energy. Let's see what we got for you. I told you I'd skip the intro, so you know the usual drill. Let's just start reading some cards for you. I always keep my promises. So let's do it. All right. Give me everything you got for Scorpio. Why does Scorpio need the spinny hug? Tap. Whoa. Scorpio's like, you got any more of them spinny hugs? I told you anytime you want, Scorpio. I love Scorpios. All the Scorpios in my life are tarot readers. That's the coolest thing. That's what I was talking to TikTok about. I'm like, I just realized every Scorpio I know reads tarot and reads tarot really, really good. It's freaky. So anyhow, let's just dig in. I think my Scorpio Lilith is totally energized. So let's do this. I'm feeling mysterious. I can outdraw you, mysterious Scorpio. So let's draw, shall we? One. Sorry. Scorpio, wherefore art thou, Scorpio? 'Tis the east, and Scorpio is the sun, but a Scorpio being the name shall be just as sweet. Oh my gosh, you knew it. That's why I wasn't even going to say it. But yeah. All right, let's do it. You ready? 1 and 2. I love you. This is fun. Let's love this deck. That's like one card. That is the coolest cut I've ever done in my life for the super successful Scorpios. Here we go. Seeing things from a different perspective. In the overall energy, the Six of Swords, Ruth the Mobe. You're calling in that person that, much like Ruth hanging out here, just having a chit chat, the one that you don't feel like you have to be on all the time. Keep that public energy up, like you have to when you're at work or when you're at the HOA meetings or the PTA meetings. This is the one that you can just go for a walk with in the evening, and you guys can just be yourselves, all masked down, all guards off, that you can trust to tell your deepest, darkest stuff to, without a fear of it coming back to bite you. 6 of Cups. This is a deep connection too. There are children in your future. Some of you guys already got them though too with the Lovers. It's actually playing out exactly it was divinely meant to be. The one on your mind is a little bit of a piece of the rib from Adam for you with the Page of Swords on the Strength card. You are going to learn a new strength. You're elevating. I think your spiritual gifts are starting too. Some of you guys might even be doing like online training for work or going back to school. I don't pull Snoopy energy. So Scorpio, darling, buddy, you got people thinking you're Page of Swordsing on them privately, when in reality, Scorpio's like, I'm actually at school. I'm doing some work. I have stuff to do. Bless their hearts for thinking that all I have time to do is think about them, but I'm passing them while they're worried about me. Oh, you can watch Scorpio's taillights. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling some type of way for you, Scorp. This is going to be epic. Let's do it. All right, give me the current conditions of Scorpio. The Ace of Swords. Ooh, the hay text. It is a fresh start. And look at the elevation. You are learning something new, or your gifts are strengthening. This is interesting. Ace of Swords, the 8 of Wands. Nice. I like seeing that in a reading. And the 7 of Pentacles, which tells me the parable of the sower. Some of the little seeds you've planted are taking root and getting ready to motivate themselves forward in the 8 of Wands. You know, it's kind of like you're kind of like at one of those great crossroads. You know, it's like, as the kiddos would say, you're at a great crossroads. But it's like one moment you want to disconnect from this connection, Ace of Swords, and head in like a new direction that you've been considering, 7 of Pentacles. But then, you know, then after a minute, you feel like it's kind of like Libra Sagittarius energy. That's both sides of your spectrum too. So you might even be a cusper. But the thing on this is that you have a fear that if you try to move forward, that there'll be some kind of karmic punishment from God above or something for making the wrong choice. Like, it's kind of like the vibes I'm getting right now is that you're like, I want love. I want to be able to take an evening walk with somebody and talk about our day. And I don't have that. But I've waited so long already for this to come in, or for my past person to reach out, my twin flame to show up. And there's nothing there. So, but if I move forward and try to find like new love, or I move forward and fix things with this person, is like God going to punish me? Am I making the wrong choice? I'm nervous, Archer. I got you. That's what we're here for. I'll check and look into it for you. I got you. All right, we'll get clarifiers to make sure we know what's up. All right. Now, let's get into the love energies. Starting with the past person, because you're allowed to miss in love whenever you want, however long you want. My title here is just Tarot Reader, not Tarot Tell You What to Do. Or none of us should tell you what to do, because remember, you have free will too. We're just the map readers. I have the Page of Wands, player vibes. Wow, I'd love to do a little deeper meaning than player vibes, but I just heard player vibes. Six of Wands on the Nine of Swords. I think you beat this person at their own game. I think you made a check move, Mark, that they didn't expect you to make. Page of Wands on the Six of Wands. Somebody here could be a musician or a singer, because that's Miriam singing the praise for God. Okay? So this person, as soon as I pulled the singer energy off of this Page of Wands, Leo energy, remember the pages they haven't decided what they want to be when they grow up yet. So this could be a wild card. In this case, being Wands, it's Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius, but Leo jumped right at me like a lion. So whatever, it's cool. Anyways, but the kings are your mutable energy, the queens are your cardinals, the knights are your fixed. But this was somebody who I saw Hannah Montana, okay? The whole best of both worlds thing, maybe somebody wearing a wig, not knocking it, even if it's a male Scorpio, it's cool. Dude, trust me, I get it. If this starts going anywhere, my Leo Venus is going to have me looking like Mr. Clean real quick before I look like the monk. It's cool. Hey, judgment-free zone, right? But no, it's hair extensions. Like a Scorpio girl with hair extensions or something too. No gender in tarot, close enough for government work. Let's keep going. The thing is on this one is the whole Hannah Montana vibes. They hid their identity behind their hyper independence. Boom. Or their dad was Billy Ray Cyrus. Don't tell my heart, make it break. Anyways, somebody is totally into music, because I'm getting way more songs than I usually get in a reading. But it's cool. So they hid their identity behind this hyper independence here, right? And then even after you gave them multiple Six of Wands chances, like literally right in front of their face, things would just never work out. Then they would break up. Then you guys would work it out. And then they would do it again. And every time they did it again, they promised you it was the last time it was going to happen. And yet, here's the weird part about this person. Strong Leo energy here, because they still see you as theirs. The Six of Wands. They're like, I don't care if I am not talking to Scorpio. I'm still going to say that Scorpio's all mine. They don't want to let you go, but then they let you go. Hey, Brittany, what's up, hon? Hello. What? Oh, this person's interesting here. But it's like, so they're still trying to gain control over you from a distance. And then it's got you looking like Peter denying Jesus, because this person denied their real feelings for you. Because look at Peter doing the facepalm emoji, right? It's like, I can't believe this person won't give up. I'm not feeding into it. It shouldn't even be affecting me anymore. And yet they're still up to their stuff. Their posts on social media, Page of Wands, talking about others behind your back, Nine of Swords, Gemini, Leo energy. So the thing on it is, strong Aquarius energy off the Six of Swords and the Page of Swords down here tells me that this person they're undergoing a complete lesson in tempering their emotions and relinquishing control at the same time. So God kind of threw the old Golden Corral buffet Cracker Barrel at them. Right? Interesting. Okay, we'll get more details and just see the outcome going forward on this one. There is a few Scorpios here. It's like, Archer, could we just it's good. We've been there, done that, burnt the t-shirt. We're happy. I'm like, there are some Scorpios that do miss this person. So regardless of your current situation, we have to practice fair housing here on the channel. I believe in that. So we have to honor it. Okay? It's cool. Remember, judgment-free zone. Everybody's got free will. Carrying on. Let's just go. Now, new Scorpios. Let's go, new Scorpio. The Nine of Cups. Oh my gosh. Not only is this person answered to your prayers, they've emotionally got their act together. They might be out partying, but they know what they're up to. The Two of Wands. Ooh, and they're going to choose. And the Page of Pentacles. They're going to choose you. Already told you this. And she's, ooh, the Page of Pentacles got updated. Huh, there's new artwork in this deck. The old Hero deck was actually getting really bad, and I didn't realize how many miles I'd put on it, so I retired it, and I'm like, okay, I'll bust out a new edition. Whoa, the artwork's beautiful. Ah, that's so cool. That was a little nice happy apple. I didn't see that coming. I figured it was going to be the same old Priscilla, but look, it's a new Priscilla. You are different. This person's totally different. Oh, and you've been trying to get this person's attention. Literally, you're literally sending up smoke signals. I like you. I like you. And trying to get somewhere, but it's going nowhere every single time they start to open up. Then there's this long period of awkward silence, right? But yet the Page of Pentacles, like, so you guys are in communication. It's just that the way they're acting has got you kind of worried that they're not any different than all the rest. But they are. So I need cards to figure it out. Okay. Because they've already chosen you, but yet you think they haven't, which means they ain't opening up about this whole Nine of Cups status. But the Page of Pentacles means it's going to be coming in sooner than later. Did some of you guys meet through those classes or schools or something that you're going to? The stuff I saw in the overall energy? Because that is a teacher energy. Or some of you guys might work in the schools or be a teacher, trainer, or a mentor. Some of you actually work in HR. Oh my word. Some of you guys are actually the people I talk about in career and finance readings being like, well, the HR department's running way behind. That's why you haven't got, I'm sorry. If you're in HR, I'm sorry. I just picked up on that, but let's just get some more cards and see where this goes. This is interesting. Give me some Beatles. Let's do this. All right. Give me everything you got on this Ace of Swords, the Eight of Wands, and the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you guys might be born on the 1st, the 8th, the 7th, maybe even the 18th or the 17th. And you got some serious Leo energy, Gemini's hanging out, Pisces, Cancer, Capricorn, Virgo. You kind of got everybody showing up for you. I like this. The Knight of Pentacles on the Five of Wands. You got people behind the scenes clamoring to send you a Knight of Cups offer with the Nine of Pentacles. It's almost like you're practicing a single status, right? Moon card. You're like, yep, I've shut down. You were laughing when I brought up the social media post because for about 4% of you guys, or somebody here's a life path number 4, is that you're like, Archer, I turned my social medias off. They'll find Jimmy Hoffa before they find me. Right? Moon card. Stanley Kubrick, right? Man, Pisces and Cancer energy is coming in strong all of a sudden. This is interesting. Because the moment there's no forward momentum, no forward movement, the Knight of Pentacles into the Five of Wands, the moment that happens, and it puts you into like an energetical purgatory, like the Beatles' Mad Day Out, where there's 2 Ringos on the card, which that's odd. I always thought there was 2 Pauls. I don't know, number 9. The thing on this is, though, you are trying to continue Eight of Wands forward momentum in the New Earth timeline, and you're on a higher vibration. However, we are at this Ace of Swords. Even the Schumann resonance is resonating on this one because literally we've had this morning, there was a red out. And it finally got all the people clickbaiting when the whiteouts happened, being like, oh gosh, it's awful. It's going to be horrible. It's white. It's white light. And nobody caught that. Now we had a gigantic red spike and everybody found out what the red really means. You know what I mean? So it's like, even though you feel like you're stuck in an energetical purgatory with nothing happening, you're just already in the New Earth timeline. God's already unplugged the Earth. If you noticed on even the Italian scale, there's a blackout where the meters are not recording anything, but we know the Earth is still spinning, right? And it's getting ready to be plugged back in. Ace of Swords. And then it energizes and powers up. Okay? So it's not a pause or a hold. It's an upgrade. Saul's conversion. You're being converted. You're being upgraded. All right? So things are actually just getting ready to get started for you. As your intuition and your spiritual gifts begin to strengthen and develop, you'll overcome the frustration you've been feeling, the like loss of direction, just like, I just don't even know what to do. It's all becoming too much right now, Archer. I'm like, hang tight, Scorpio. It's only a week away within the next 7 days. It's like weather, all right? As barometric pressure changes, as the Schumann resonance elevates and lowers, it affects us just like the moon pulls on the Earth all the time, right? The moon pulls on us too, and the barometric pressure compresses us, and you're feeling a lot of the pressure. When the Schumann scale picks it up and we get plugged back in, your upgrade will be complete. And you're gonna soar to new heights with one of the most unique spiritual gifts and offers that'll tap deeper into your emotion than you have ever ventured into. I kid you not. This is when you're at your lowest of lows, the most amazing offer shows up that will blow your mind. Because this here is George Harrison. He had a really cool Jaguar back in 1964, right? He comes to New York for the first appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show. Should be an awesome time. He gets sick. He's stuck in the hotel room. The road manager stands in for the sound check, holding his guitar like, duh, I don't know how to play this thing, right? John and Paul laughing at him. Here, out of the blue, when George is like, when could my life get any worse? This is my star moment, New York City, everything, and I'm sick. Ring, ring, phone call from the Rickenbacker company. Hi, we've just invented the very first ever 12-string electric guitar. It's a prototype. Can we give it to you for absolutely nothing? I'll tell you what, I get that phone call. I'm going to learn how to play guitar right-handed real quick. Yeah, you have the most unique gifts. Some of you guys are even on your own, developing your spiritual gifts. Maybe you've recently gotten into tarot. Some of you guys might even have a tarot channel here. You are the 8th house. I mean, you basically are a walking tarot reading right out of the gate. Because like that's what I was telling TikTok, is that every Scorpio I know are all amazing tarot readers. Mama T was one of the teachers of tarot for me. When she walks into a room, it's like little shorty Yoda shows up. Frankie has taught me so much stuff over the years. She's a Scorpio. And like, oh my God. Baba Jolie. Oh my word. That is, tell me she is not the most adorable, beautiful tarot reader in all of frickin' history. I would literally clamber over all of my friends to get a reading from her. It's like, oh my gosh, me, camp. You Scorpios are incredible like that. Just, you blow my mind. As the cardinal water sign that I am, it's humbling to be like, oh man, the fixed sign ain't got, man, Cancers, we got nothing on Scorpio. What are we doing, guys? Practicing our sideways walk, and they're over here Michael Jacksoning, moonwalking, and stuff. What are you doing? You guys are deep. You guys are amazing. That's why people continue to bully you and hate on you and try to dull your shine and harsh your mellow, because they can't do what you do. You're the 8th house, death card. You go way beneath the veil. It's why you see the good in like everybody, even after the world has completely wrecked them, right? 9 of Pentacles, and that's what led to this energy. You are totally going chef's kiss going forward into the future in this new energy where you can focus on the people that you want to be in your life, well, rather than focusing on the people that don't want to be in your life. That's their loss. Real bad call. And it's very much like, it does totally remind me of a meme I texted Frankie the other day of Howard Stern from Private Parts, where it's that scene in the movie where they're like, well, if they hate him, why do they listen to him? Because they like the people that hate Howard Stern listen to him longer than the people that liked Howard Stern. And the guy's like, well, number one answer, I want to hear what he'll say next. They only stalk you because they're obsessed with you. You know, you've been on a leveling up for a long time. Okay, level ups don't just happen overnight. This level up for some of you guys could be 5 to 7 years in the making. It's a slow burn. It's a crock pot, right? And that somebody is making food in a crock pot. Oh my God, pot roast sounds good. Interesting. The thing on this, some of you guys are smelling your mom's or your grandma's cooking lately, aren't you? And being like, oh my gosh, I haven't smelt that in a minute. That's because they still walk beside you and are channeling years of ancestral knowledge, 8th house style, right into your oatmeal. I'm jelly. I'm jelly. You're like those movies with the Martians that had the big brains poking out of their fish bowls, right? Some of you might even, who's got a fish tank? That's kind of cool. Anyways, okay, with this big of a level up that's taken this long to happen and come to fruition, it's totally understandable why you feel awkward, out of place. I want to move into the mountains and just live like the Dalai Lama. I'm going to be a monk and join the priesthood. I'm out. Because you're Scorpio. You are just light years ahead of everyone around you. Even while Paul McCartney is looking in the rearview mirror on the Knight of Pentacles about how long it takes, doesn't realize his 1963 Hofner is right in front of him. And what happened when he got that guitar was something that even to this day, I guarantee you, Macca could never dream possible. That man, you know, that man gets up some mornings and he's just like, I'm Paul McCartney. I guess I did all right, right? You know, Sally Field, you love me, you really like me. The offer coming your way is going to make a lot of those bullies jealous beyond belief. Thicken that shell up of yours, because pretty much like how the Beatles dealt with those record burnings back in the day when John Lennon was misquoted about a quote about the Beatles. Even John Lennon in the 1980s Playboy interview, he did say that before they burnt the records, they had to buy them. He said the check cashed. I didn't care what they did with it after. John, I love John. You ask John about all of his songs and be like, what about this song? Throwaway song. Oh, that was garbage. Strawberry. That was awful. See, you guys got to stop picking on yourself, because John would say that stuff and I'd be like, oh my God, John, it's a day in the life. It's the best song in the world. It's across the universe. And he'd be like, that was throwaway song. I didn't feel good that morning. You know, you are amazing, Scorpio. Do not let anybody else tell you that you are a throwaway person, because you're not. You're gold and they can't live up to your standards. Let's get into the love energies. Okay, well, we're ready. Anyways, King of Wands. The player vibes on the Page of Wands comes in strong. Some of you guys, this could have been a Sagittarius, could have been a Leo, but look at Ringo got big drums, right? They're like, I got a lot of drums, Scorpio, and you're like, I don't know how to play drums. It's not really impressing. That don't impress me much, Shania Twain. Because the thing on this is, especially with the way they're making posts on social media, talking about you to others behind your back, the thing on this is, because they have a really big problem relinquishing control, King of Wands, is that they have to make you out to be the villain, Four of Swords. Then they have to keep up with the lie. Then 10 of Wands, they can't remember the lies. What did they tell this person about you? What did they tell that person about you? And then before they realize it, 4 of Cups, they're completely lost in the sauce. Their oatmeal got old. And they're undergoing a huge lesson about tempering their emotions, the 4 of Cups emotional outbursts that lead to the 4 of Swords anger energies. Some of you guys, you or them could be born on the 4th, the 6th, or the 10th. But in the Queen of Pentacles, the overall energy for this person is about maturing, stabilizing, and grounding. I don't pull money off of this. I pull stability. And the Ace of Cups. Scorpio, this is good. I mean, granted, they needed a second cup of coffee here to go with the big old thing of humble pie they had to eat, but it's good. Well, I mean, Three of Swords, not for them so much, but for you, 3 of Cups, it's pretty good. I love reading for you. Look at how the cards are just like, yes, Archer, go ahead. Go ahead. I'll bet you this dude's leveled up or this chick's leveled up and they're ready to come in like a grown man or woman, right? I love tarot. I'm good. I love tarot. It's the Emperor. Bossing up and doing the right thing. You know what? I do see them reaching out during a pretty bit of a low time in their life and admitting that they had done wrong to you and asking if there's a chance for you guys to work this out. I do kind of dig the vibes off of this. You'll know it right off the bat. 8th house energy. I mean, you're a human lie detector. You literally know it, this person's tells, right? You can look at their facial expressions. I'm talking about Scorpio that studies. You study micro expressions. Oh, Scorpio, you had me a hello. What's up? What are you doing later? 10 of Wands, the 4 of Swords. I think what's going on with this thing though is that 4 of Swords. No wonder they're heavy on your mind right now, because now here's the wild part. 4 of Swords. They've gone quiet. They aren't actually talking about you anymore to anybody else. Right now, they're in a little bit of internal reflection. God decided they needed a timeout because they were running down the hallway with an uncapped Sharpie marker after having Mountain Dew for dinner, right? And God's like, Crosswatcher, you need to sit down in the corner and wait. And I think for some of you, this person, I think they might have had some rough parents or some controlling parents or something, because I literally just heard something that I would have been shocked if my dad or mom had said that to me. But I'm hearing the energy of the vibes of children should be seen and not heard. I was very blessed. That's why with the weird protection I have that God has granted me as a light worker, I mean, shadow work demons, they come near me, they wilt like flowers. They know that Archer is beyond a level of touchability. Do not engage, right? I've had people that do readings for me and they're like, oh my gosh, your father beat you. And I'm like, oh, it was awful. In reality, my dad actually taught me a lot of stuff and was a really great father and provided for us. And I was spoiled beyond belief. And he loved me and spent time with me instead of at bars. He didn't drink. But then they're like, and your mother, oh my God, the controlling mother. And I'm like, it was awful. I'm so scared right now. Even I'm remembering it. And you all know Mama T. Mama T did not punish me. I got away with way more than any other kid, any more than my future kids will ever get away with. I'll tell you what. But you have this same level. They're frustrated because they've gotten tarot readings on you or tried to, and all the tarot readers are telling them they're the problem. They're freaking out about it just a little bit because it keeps electrically short-circuiting their dominant programming, and it's causing a bit of a conundrum inside of them. You know, it's like Zeno's paradox. This person was very stubborn and entitled until this happened. Zeno's paradox, I've explained it to Frankie even before. I've said this for ages. The best way to explain Zeno's paradox, he was a Greek philosopher back in the good old days, right? He was a buddy of mine. We were cool. We hung out with Newton under a tree. Kit and Car, the episode of Knight Rider where Kit's evil prototype, the first, the bestest, and everything. Even in that episode of Knight Rider, Car runs around going, I am the prototype. What the other one is an inferior production line copy. Car, this is the perfect example of Zeno's paradox, because Car's dominant program was the self-preservation, preservation of himself and the transam that he was placed in. They were computers in the cars, not the cars. That's a whole nother reading if you want me to talk about Knight Rider. Anyways, somebody's an 80s junkie. It's cool. I love you already. But Kit, his dominant program was preservation of human life. When it boiled down to it, he would do anything to protect a human around him, even if it meant sacrificing him or the car or any of it. That's why when it came down to head-to-head front-on confrontation, Car would always chicken out first in order to preserve himself, whereas Kit would crash into Car to preserve human life. And there you go. Cross watchers, I just snuck a physics and a history and a psych evaluation in on you all in one. I love you. Hi. Scorpio, that one's for you. Now, as a result of all this, okay, the Hanged Man, here's the time apart where everything I just said just went through their brain over the course of a little bit of a time. And with the Sun card, they come in correct and humbled. And your radar detector, your lie detector will be like, wow, you're different. All right, Leo energy on this one. Something very rare and something you would never suspect out of this person. Because this is the Beatles Butcher album cover, right? If you got the Beatles Yesterday Today album, you know, like your dad or your grandparents gave it to you, whatever, you know, check it out. If there's a sticker on the front of that, it's as rare of a surprise as this person returning, okay? I've got one. It's locked up in my safe because they're worth a lot. Anyways, just saying. This person is a very rare diamond in the rough in the fact that this time apart, Hanged Man allowed them to process their self-preservation emotions and learn to open up and show a little bit of unconditional vulnerability. You'll be shocked. I like that. Props to the cross-watcher. If this resonates and the cross-watcher came out of this into this, props. That's a pat on the back. Might be a spinny hug. Coffee, yes. You, maybe. Anyways, let's get back to you, Scorpio. All right, into the new person vibes, shall we? And it's Scorpio. Hey, hi. If you would like to book a personal private reading with me, it's all automated now. All you have to do is scan the QR code down here or over here. That'll take you right to the Archer Astrology link tree. The very first link is the automated booking, where you can pick your appointment date, your appointment time from those available. And then once you reserve the appointment, then I'm notified. If you choose the Zoom reading, where it's like you're live here one-on-one with me, I will send you your Zoom link. It's me personally. It's not a form letter. And if you choose the private YouTube reading, I will reach out, get your questions and your details. Even if you pick the Zoom reading, you get a recorded copy of it afterwards to keep too. But whatever you pick, I look forward to reading for you, helping in any way possible. And a big thank you for trusting me with your energies. That really means the world to me. And if you wouldn't mind considering subscribing to the channel, the only thing I ask of you guys, I don't want money. I don't want anything. Google takes care of me just fine. You guys, I'm here to help you. But the only thing I'm going to ask for, because I'm really excited about it, for Christmas, Archer would like his 100K plaque. If you would subscribe, that's literally all you got to do and help me get to that goal. I will do a live stream Christmas morning. I will wrap the thing up and we will open it and we will celebrate it together because we will have all earned it together. So please and thank you. It would mean the world to me, and I will keep doing this for you until I go on to my great reward. All right, because I'm just here because I love it. And when you love something, the bonuses come. So all the safe to click links are also in this link tree here. Scan the QR code. It takes you to the playlist, base covers, all the cool stuff, and all the safe to click links, okay? And don't forget, we are in the fall season of all the upcoming meet and greets, live appearances. If you're in Nashville, Tennessee, on September 14th, I will be going live for a public all signs stream to the channel. No ticket cost, no entry cost. If you're in Nashville, all you got to do is show up and be a part of the party. All right, we're going to go live doing all signs, and you can come hang out and party and be on the channel with us, okay? Stay tuned to the channel, and I'll be announcing the park and the time where it'll be. It'll be near Broadway, probably, maybe. We'll find out. I'll let you know. Who knows? Scorpio Lilith. I'll let you know, though. And Frankie and I, speaking of Scorpios who are amazingly awesome, we're going to be doing another live together on September 21st, okay? Because we have not got just to be friends and read together in years, okay? So we loved it so much and loved hanging out with you guys that we decided to make it a regular thing. So the next one will be on September 21st. Subscribe to me and Frankie so you can be a part of that. and subscribe to all of the channels in the Archer Network on the homepage. They are the ones I believe in, trust, support, and highly recommend. All right. And thanks for being here. I do go live every Mondays for an all signs, and the individual signs happen all throughout the week. So if you subscribe, I won't make it boring. There's pick a cards, base covers, all kind. I'll make it worth your while, I promise. And I'm a man of my word. If I don't keep my word, God gets me. I've literally not kept my word once and face planted a door. A door I've gone into many, many a times, and I know it goes this way. Instead, for some reason, I pushed it and face planted it, and I'm like, oh, that's okay, fair enough. Karma's real. It happens to all of us. That's why I don't do bad stuff. Unawoke Archer, you might not have liked. Awoke Archer, hi. Cancer sun. Justice. The Justice card popped out sideways. I don't know if this is for you or me. God might be like, the verdict's still out on half of that message, Archer. That's not funny. That's not very nice. I do this pro bono for you. Really? No. Don't worry, me and him, we got a thing going on, like you and Miss Jones down here do, or Mr. Jones, because a lot of people have noticed you and this person taking an interest in each other. This is in no way a singles reading. Why do I sound like we're starting church? Scorpio, who plays dominoes? What in the world is going on? Why are we chanting sea chanties right now? Scorpio, did you know you were a pirate in your past life? You were basically Johnny Depp. That's cool. That's even cooler. I mean, I was already impressed at the beginning of the reading. Geez, oh, pizza, you just never stop. You're trying to give this person the benefit of the doubt, aren't you, in the Justice card to the Empress? Because you're like, sure, they kind of do make my heart go a little thumpity, thumpity, thumpity. But I'm very nervous that they're going to turn out to be another King of Wands like what I dealt with before. Could be an Aries, Scorpio even. Could be another Scorpio. That could be the first thing right there, being like, I don't trust you, Scorpio. I don't trust you, other Scorpio. You can really dance. You can. Queen of Cups. You guys actually love each other. The Tower card is just that you guys are nervous of some kind of a past thing repeating itself, because this person's giving off some pink colored flags. Because remember how I mentioned that some of you guys might work together, Ten of Swords, and that could be the thing getting in the way? All right, the phony must die, said the catcher in the rye. Who had to read this in high school too? I did. It's a good read. Mark David Chapman recommends it. Really? Well, John would approve of that joke. Anyhow, this person is the workaholic. That's the problem. It's very much Ludwig van Beethoven from Saturday Night Live. Ludwig, you must eat. No, I must work. Because here's what happened. Their heart got ripped apart. For some of you guys, they might even have lost their spouse, right? Could be a single parent for some of you guys. Either a breakup or through worser means. We won't go there. They're asking me not to, which means they've put that part of their life away. So the thing is, yes, they have put that part of their life away. Justice card on the Empress. Problem is, they put it away so long ago that like their safety device, their go-to was work. That's what made them the workaholic. And now they have no time for you. They wake up and go to work, and then they go home. They're like, Archer, my house is my apartment. It's basically just sleep, and sometimes there's a takeout Chinese thing there. You didn't know I just learned those things turn into plates? 44 years old, I just figured out that whole freaking thing opens up into a plate. I'm like, how about that? I was actually pretty impressed. I was shocked. Anyways, come home, Ethel. The Tower card on the Queen of Cups here. So this person's the workaholic, and at first you kind of admired it, but now it's starting to turn into a delay, which is becoming a pink flag, which has you looking like Ringo on the Page of Wands right here, getting a little festiated, right? Chariot to the Nine of Cups. Oh my God, you guys are on the same level. And do you want to know what they're planning, what they're coming in with? They do have the 10th cup. Scorpio, this is cool. Libra, Gemini energy, rewind, Cancer, Capricorn, Pisces. You're in a Nine of Cups. This person's also in a Nine of Cups, and they got a really cool car. What's that? It's a country song. I don't remember the title on it. And he's rocking that shiny black car. I forget this. Oh my God, that's literally the only line I can remember now, but it just popped into my head. I don't know. Anyways, the Chariot. Maybe some of you guys work in car sales or something. This person, though, the thing I see, and they might work insane, obscene hours if they're in retail or sales or self-employed. But this person is interested. Okay, so you think you're stuck dealing with a past person energy, like, oh boy, James Bond, same energy, just a different person. No. This person's been hurt equally as much as you, And your choice was to isolate, to go nomadic, be on your own, right? This person's choice was to bury themselves so far in work they couldn't see sunlight, okay? And now all of a sudden they're falling in love with you. And yeah, I said it. I just said it, cross watcher. I let the cat out of the bag. Sorry about it. The thing on it is that now they're having a mad scramble because all of a sudden they're like, I'm feeling some type of way about Scorpio, Page of Pentacles. I got to get my act together. Virgo energy. I got to prioritize and organize, and then I got to do this. They're already envisioning something much deeper with you. They're interested. They just have no clue how to make time for a relationship. They're running around like the Mad Hatter from Alice in Wonderland. I'm late for a very important day. For somebody here sets their clocks 5 minutes fast in the house or in their cell phone or something. I'm seeing either you or this person that they're like, the secret is that you set all your clocks 5 minutes ahead. That way, when you get there and you think you're 5 minutes late, you're on time. That's actually a clever idea. Why didn't I think of that? Huh. Thanks, Scorpio. I love reading for you. I get so many new little lessons here. It's just awesome little trinkets. I'm blessed. The person has no clue to make time, right? The thing on this is that I see an upcoming unplanned outburst. And Scorpio, don't shoot the messenger. It is you. Because, I mean, straight up, honestly, between you and me, is that crosswatcher earmuffs for just a second. You've already got the safety off on your stinger, right? Because this person's already kind of Yoko Ono treading on thin ice, right? Okay? Hi, cross. You might want to move a little faster, crosswatcher. Anyways, the thing on this is that it is going to be you that some of you either have already sent an ultimatum text or maybe a friendly, it's not what you say, but how you say it version of an ultimatum text or the straight up one, or you're planning to or getting really close to it. However, it's not a tower moment. It's a good tower moment that's needed to motivate this thing forward, right? The thing on this is it's you that's like, look, if you can't make a decision, no answer's an answer. I'm good, whatever. I've been through this enough times. My heart's been hurt enough. This is what I'm done. I'm not dealing with it. And this person's like, whoa, oh. And the thing that comes out of this leads to a conversation where they're like, I am extremely sorry about this. I've been so focused. See, crosswatcher, you get so focused on work and cars and everything else that's going on, the love might pass you right by. In fact, crosswatcher, I'm going to tell you what, real love passed you by twice. You missed it because you were so into your energies and your life and what you were doing and protecting yourself from somebody that didn't care about you anymore. But the reason you missed out on those two opportunities was because you were going to meet Scorpio. And I actually have a message for you. Please, crosswatchers, please don't shoot the messengers. But crosswatcher, don't mess this up. You've got a very delicate flower and a very unique individual that you're hanging around. There's a reason you missed out on the other two love opportunities because you were meant to be with Scorpio. I'm going to give you an answer and a little bit of a hint. You should probably call Scorpio. Okay? Because you guys actually are, this person is so nervous about something and they're like, this outburst leads to this convo about like making lifestyles, making changes to adapt to what you're like. This person, okay, they've been on their own so long and they're very much in more of a traditionalist mindset. So they actually will heed your energies, and it might going forward when you guys get into the relationship here, could be as soon as the next 7 days for you guys. You might get frustrated because if you're like, hey, could you open up and be vulnerable a little bit more for me, please? I don't mind good morning text. I don't mind you saying, hey, I'm busy tonight and this and that. That's cool. It means the world to me. Yeah, I know you're busy, but when you get a chance to, and instead of everybody else would be like, oh, Scorpio, you just need attention. You need to grow up. Or yeah, right? This person's going to be like, oh, yeah, absolutely. I'm sorry. I was so used, all my exes used to tell me I was attention seeking. So I kind of got programmed to not do that. And you're like, well, I would kind of like if you did that. And they're like, I would kind of like to be able to do that again. And what starts out as what you think is a tower moment outburst of yours, God's sitting there going, I did that to you, Scorpio, because you know, like how I drove you to change career paths when you were younger, or you know how I drove you to break up with that one person when you were young? Yeah. Well, I kind of guided you to tower moment this person too, but because I knew the outcome would be them actually listening to you and you guys both being happy together. I like it. I dig it. It makes sense. They're just kind of oblivious due to the fact of how fast their world moves, okay? Literally, this is the kind of person, and some of you guys might have already dealt with this before, where you're like, I texted you, why didn't you answer back? They're like, I answered back. And it starts to start a fight until they pull their phone out and they're like, look, How long is your passcode, Cross Watcher? What the heck? Jeez. Use the thumbprint thingy, your Face ID. Would you really? You know that? And they open it, they're like, I kid you not, the text message is in the draft thing there, and they just didn't push the send button at the bottom. And they're like, and here's the weird thing. They actually will go, I'm sorry about that, Scorpio. I'll try harder. Chariot energy, because they already crashed through the old walls and they're in a much leveler mindset. Could be a Cancer, could be a Libra, could be another Scorpio, could be a Pisces, Gemini, Aquarius is here, Taurus is hanging out. Pretty cool, strong Aquarius, Cancer, and Pisces vibes, along with, but you've also got a little bit of Aries in here too, okay? I dig it. It's balance. Nice. 3 of Swords into the 3 of Cups. Literally, you're coming out of the rough stuff and right into the good stuff, all right? I love it for you. Clean this thing, Scorpio, down in the comments. You deserve this. And totally remember this too. This will resonate to any placement of Scorpio in your chart, okay? Because you are not just your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. You rule the 8th house. You're so awesome, you go through 7 levels of ascension. The rest of us only make it through 3. You can make it through 7. And if you can make it through 7 ascensions in one lifetime, you're you, Scorpio. You can totally do anything. Mic dropped, Archer out. I'm good. I love you, Scorpio. I'll talk to you later. I got to go get ready for Sagittarius. Peace.